We are at the corner of my bedroom and I have my treadmill and bike right here. What's more, I even have a 50-inch television in front of my setup. At the end of the video, I will let you guys know how much all of this costs as well. Because I'm a triathlete, a treadmill and bike are essential in my home gym, so I do not have a squat rack or bench. But I'm thinking of buying that soon, so subscribe if you want to see that video as well. But for now, this combination really works for me. In some months of the year, Singapore will rain very heavily and it makes it hard to cycle or run outside. So the solution is to have a treadmill and bike so I can exercise all year round. But what's left is the indoor pool, which I have no space in my room for. Also, now that I'm working, I'm too lazy to wake up at 5 AM in the morning to go out and cycle. So right now I do 100% of my ride indoors. So out of my 10 to 13 hours a week training, 80 to 90% of it will be right here in this tiny space. I've had many variations of home gyms in the past, but I think this is the most space efficient setup and I feel that there are no compromises for me. The treadmill is called the IB Gym Strength Master A1680. I think this is a discontinued model already. On the website it says it used to be 1,600 pounds, but I got it secondhand for $800 including delivery. On hindsight, I would have gone for a slightly narrower treadmill so I could fit it into my room door easily. To get this in, I had to separate the base from the top part and bring them both in separately and fix them up again. But other than the size, I love the treadmill, especially because it can go up to 20 kilometers per hour, so that's 3 minutes pace. So I actually can have a quality workout using this treadmill. I know budget treadmills only go up to 15 kilometers per hour, that's 4 minutes pace. So if you plan to do intervals on a treadmill, make sure the treadmill can go 20 kilometers per hour or faster. I bought this treadmill almost 6 years ago and it's still going strong. Like no problems with it at all, even with zero maintenance, except for a bit of rust on the legs. Because it will be quite boring to watch nothing while I'm running on the treadmill, instead of putting the tablet on the treadmill, and that will block the speed and distance and time metrics, and also the tablet could accidentally press the incline or speed buttons. So I put together this wooden table which holds my mouse and keyboard so that I can control the computer while I'm running. We'll talk about the TV setup later. Now as for the bike, I'm using the Specialized Shift Elite from 2015. It's definitely not the latest version, but it's still a very solid bike. I bought this last year secondhand for $1,400 without the wheel. So with the wheels, it cost about 2k. And since I bought it, the bike has been sitting on the trainer ever since. I couldn't be bothered to switch out the carbon brake pads for rubber ones because I don't need to use the brakes. I have the Z444 Firecrest on the front and I have an old Mavic shallow rim wheel laced to a power tap hub for the back wheel. So the power tap hub is how I'm able to get my power readings because I don't have a smart trainer. Speaking of trainers, I'm still using a dumb trainer which I bought almost 10 years ago when I started cycling for $180 and I don't feel a need to upgrade it at all. I know smart trainers have this erg mode and it's cool, but I also don't have Zwift to make use of the erg mode and I don't want to spend money on Zwift either. But one thing I need to buy is another rubber mat because I still sweat out of this rubber square on the floor. I also recently bought an S-Work 7 road shoe. It's a carbon plated shoe so it's much more comfortable than nylon plated ones. I bought these for $45 second hand. It was really cheap because it was super well used as you can see. Below the front wheel, I used 3 O-level textbooks as the bike riser. Because after buying the bike, I have no money to buy an actual bike riser, so this will do. And it's okay because I don't actually need a proper bike riser. Okay, right beside my bike is my shoe rack. This is the IKEA leg shelf and I bought it for $10 second hand. I think it used to cost almost $99 if I'm not wrong. I have 6 running shoes on the shelf. I have more shoes than this but they are on the outside shoe rack. So the ones on this shelf are the ones I use on the treadmill or they are expensive and I don't want to keep outside. It's like the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3s and the Endorphin Elites. In total, I spent $0 on all these shoes because I'm sponsored by Saucony this year, but I don't know about next year. By the way, I just got my 5k, 10k and half marathon personal best just this year with the Saucony Endorphin Elite. So it's definitely one of my favorite shoes of all time, and plus it looks super cool. Below the shoe rack is my little weights corner. I put all the small weights on one dumbbell because that's how much I can curl. Just kidding, I carry this and do squats. I also bought the dumbbell second hand for $20. The seller also had these super thick gym mats, so he gave me 4 of them for free. The curtains behind are from IKEA and these are totally blackout curtains. My house had these curtains lying around so I didn't buy them, but these are the IKEA ones. And that's also why the windows on this side don't have curtains because I haven't bought it yet. I put my bike pump right behind the treadmill to stop the curtains from flying into the treadmill. My entire gym here is right in front of the bathroom, so when I'm done with my workout, I can get into the shower quickly. I pasted a mirror using strong double-sided tape on the door so I can see myself while exercising. Okay, moving to the bike table. This is a $30 bedside table you can buy from Shopee. I'll leave a link in the description if you're looking for a bike table. This bike table is wide enough to fit bottles, my keyboard and a mouse and my phone and some nutrition on it. I bought it secondhand for $10. So I saved about $20 there. And I just found out that Wahoo's bike desk costs 435 Singapore dollars. So this $30 table does exactly what the Wahoo one can do. You even can adjust the height, but 10 times cheaper. So on the table, I have everything I need for cycling. The keyboard is a Logitech G613. It's a wireless keyboard using batteries, so no charging by USB every week like the USB keyboards these days. And I bought it for $15 secondhand. The mouse is a Targus mouse I found lying around at home. It has no bells and whistles, it just does what it should. I use a pair of Soundpeats T2 earbuds and a pair of earmuffs. The active noise cancelling from the earbuds and the earmuffs really make the sound of the trainer and the treadmill silent. So I highly recommend ANC earbuds plus earmuff combo. Next, I normally have a few towels on my bike or on the trainer to prevent the sweat from corroding the bike as much as possible. I need at least 2 towels for any workout and sometimes 3 towels for a 3-hour ride. I'll also have 1 or 2 water bottles on the table. I actually got this Ironman one from the recent PTO race in Singapore. I picked it from the floor where the pros were throwing away their water bottles, so it was free. I also have a paper and pen to write down my intervals, so I won't forget if I'm on the 18th or 19th interval. I also have a Garmin Edge 810 cycling computer. I got it very long ago for $75 secondhand because the on and off button is gone, so we stuffed it with black tape and is working reliably every time. Okay, moving on to the television setup. I have a Samsung 50-inch 4K TV. It is vertically rotated so I can use a TV for the bike and on the treadmill. I just need to drag my video from the top to the bottom of the TV. It works extremely well and saved me so much space, as now I don't need 2 monitors for the bike and the treadmill. This is my family's old TV. They have a new one, so I didn't pay for this one. But I bought the TV stand for $30. It is a rollable TV stand, so I can roll the television from the bike to the treadmill easily. The TV stand also came with a tray, and this dongle is for the keyboard and mouse. I shifted the TV to one side of the TV mount and put a wall fan on the other side. It's at the perfect height for the treadmill, and I can angle the fan down for the bike. So I think this is a super effective setup. I can't remember how much the fan cost though, but it's probably not above $50. I also have another powerful floor fan for my treadmill. I can't remember the price of that too. So the cost of everything in my home gym cost $3,265. So that's not that bad considering the bike and treadmill already cost $2,800. If you guys would like to see my previous gym setup, you can click this video here.